mercy. That is a monster there, guys.
Yeah, he is.
This is the biggest crab I have probably ever caught in my life. You guys out there in YouTube land, y'all need to quit using on rotten shrimp heads, I can tell you that. Crabs like fresh, dead bait. We're about to take you blue crab crabbing right here in South Carolina. We've already set out 4 traps. They were baited with fish carcasses, that's fresh fish carcasses, and I think those traps are going to be loaded. It's been 24 hours since we put them out, so I'm eager to see what's out there in them.
The ones we ate last night were yummy.
They were really good. What's the temperature today? Mid-90s?
487, I believe.
487.
That's what it feels like.
We're coming down off of a round of COVID. We're on the upside of it, or the recovering side of it now. So thus this temperature is just twice as hot. Feeling pretty good about these traps. Like I said, they have fresh bait in them. They've been soaking for 24 hours, so our chances or odds of catching nice crabs should be pretty good today.
And I see you brought those tongs today, Oliver.
Yeah, I already had them out, didn't I?
Yep.
Man, this thing kind of heavy here.
Oh, I see a crabby. Oh, I see 2. 3. Oh, this is a good spot.
Nice. Some nice crab in here.
Lots of mud on the pot. So that shows you what kind of bottom we're dealing with, a muddy bottom there.
Oh yeah, our marsh mud here, very soft bottom. Very soft. Oh man. Yeah, and I want to put these shades on because it's just the glare off of this boat. It's really hard to see. Crabs.
Here it is. A little tiny fella there. Dumping it?
I'm helping it. We got enough crabs. We're gonna have enough. We don't need no more right now, right?
Right.
We'll be just pulling it for no reason. There's only 2 of us, Steph. You think we need more than we gonna catch in these 4 pots?
Nah.
Well, was that like just a rhetorical question then?
Yeah, kinda.
Set this up here out of the way. Little tight 14-foot skiff, guys. Powered by the 25 horse 4-stroke Yamaha. I love this little boat, but it is a little tight. Nice crab here. And we got our gauge with us today. 5-inch inside diameter here. That's a keeper. We'll have to check that one there closely. These crabs are not looking as big as I thought they were. Woo, got me there, almost got me. These suckers, they are fast. But the best way that I've learned to grab these crabs over time is right back here at the base of their flipper fin. Right here at the base of the flipper fin. He can't really grab you right there. See, he's small. He's a hair too short.
Too short.
You think we could get away with him?
Nah.
Come on, man. Look how pretty he is.
We're gonna follow the rules.
He would be so good to eat. But the next time you molt, you get back in our traps, okay? Look at here. Look at this crab right here. Almost all of his legs on this one side are gone, and you can see them starting to grow back, regenerating his legs. And that's, you know, crabs can do that. Kind of like lizards. A hair under. Man, somebody's culling these crabs pretty good in this area.
Yeah. Getting rid of all the ones that are just barely under.
Look at there.
Too short too?
4 3/4. We're looking for 5-inch blue crabs here in South Carolina.
And that one's got some really short little points on it.
Oh man.
Looks like it's a pretty good sized crab.
That is a keeper.
Good.
That is a keeper. Oh man. I bet you're gonna be delicious. So we got 2. Too short.
Man.
Too short. Too short.
He's waving by. See you later.
See you later, buddy. I believe this is another keeper here now.
Yeah, he's got some decent length on his points,
Nope.
but he's still hair under.
4 7/8. Wow.
And that little fella's definitely too little.
That right there, is that a little female?
Maybe. It's got those orange claws.
Yeah, that's what I was looking at, but...
Yeah, it is. It's a unbred female. You see that V on the bottom?
That's right.
So what, 2 keepers?
2 keepers.
On to the next pot.
On to the next one. Any day crabbing beats a day at work, right? That's the way I feel.
Definitely beats laying in the bed sick.
Yeah, you're right about that. Like always, we like to mention in our videos that if you're ever crabbing or recreational crabbing here in South Carolina, always use a yellow crab pot buoy attached to your trap with your name and address on it. Man,
I see a big one right there
I
at
see
the
some
top.
nice crabs in here. Oh,
Ooh,
man,
look at that
good
big rusty.
Lord, have mercy. That is a monster there, guys.
Yeah, he is.
This is the biggest crab I have seen in it. Wow. This may be one of the biggest blue crabs I have ever caught. We're gonna definitely have to get a measurement on this one, guys. Gee whiz, what a crab. Man, this is them things that I see them guys catching up there in Maryland and stuff like that. We typically do not see a crab like that here, guys. And this crab is so big and old that it actually has that barnacle attached to it and growing on its shell. Wow. This is awesome. I know I'm excited.
Oh yeah.
When you crab as much as me and Steph and the people that we've took out crabbing with us and stuff, and then you see something like this, look at that guy. My Lord have mercy. This is a record crab for us here in South Carolina, guys. Wow. I do not have a measuring gauge in here, but look at that thing. Jesus. You do not want him to grab you, I promise you. Look at this monster here.
He's a big rusty one too, so he's gonna be full of meat.
You ain't joking. Wow, look at this guy. This is the biggest crab I have probably ever caught in my life. And I'm thinking this guy, just by looking at him from point to point, here to here, this guy is going to be close to 8 inches. Wouldn't you say so, Steph?
Yeah.
That's 5, maybe 7. He may not be as big as I thought he was then.
He looks huge in that pot compared to those other ones, even though they're big too.
We're gonna have to get a better measurement on him, guys. Look at him. Beautiful crab. And don't let that color fool you for the ones of you that don't know about blue crabs. When they are rusty like this, that just means it hadn't molded, and this crab is just covered in meat. And look at here, Stephanie has a measuring gauge. She has located it for us.
It's a fish ruler, but
you guys ain't gonna be able to see these measurements on this thing. They're faded out pretty bad. So I'm starting on 10, and he's only about 6 3/4, because I'm starting out on 10 line, inch line, and going to 16 3/4.
yeah,
God, man,
huge.
he's just so thick though. Look at this guy. Thickness and stuff, this is still the biggest crab I've ever caught, and I've never caught a crab that had a barnacle attached to it like that and stuff. Have you, Steph?
I think maybe we've caught some barnacle on crab. I'm not sure.
I don't know. I don't remember. I mean, I'm just amazed by his size.
He is a big one.
Just to be honest,
6 3/4 never looked so big. I promise that. He looks huge. So maybe these guys aren't as big as they look.
Look at him in here compared to these other keepers. Right?
Yeah, I mean, he looks huge.
He is. Big boy. I think we're going on and on too much about this one crab, though. We got to get on through these things. Sorry, I got too excited.
We all do it. It's good to have something to get excited about sometimes. Looks like we're gonna have a few more keepers in there. I think that one's definitely a keeper. That one's got some really long points.
Which one did you say?
I think this one's definitely a keeper.
Oh God, anybody can look at that and tell that's a keeper. Yeah, definitely. Nice one.
You gotta want to hold this.
Look at that boy. Come on now, dude. Nice. See, that right there is about a 6-inch crab, but that other one was 6 3/4, and he made this one here look small. Look at him down there compared to that. Here I go again about that big crab. That crab's gonna have me having dreams about it. At least I'll be getting some sleep.
Yeah.
With this COVID and stuff, I haven't slept but about I don't know, 4 or 5 hours in the last 2 nights total. Keeper.
Well, he made all of them look so small. I wasn't even sure all those were going to be keepers. So how many was there? Do you know?
Oh, no, not exactly.
No, I don't know either.
But you guys can see that the better crabs were out here in the bigger part of this river right here. And unfortunately, our next 2 traps, they're up in the marsh creeks. We'll hope for the best.
Yep.
So you can see that this trap, it ain't in the big river, but it's just right off the edge of it. So, and we had some nice crabs in here yesterday in only an hour and a half. So this bait that I'm dumping out, we've already, you know, checked these pots one time prior to this. That was in the previous video that we made. It feels heavy.
See some crabbies.
Oh man, oh my God. That right there is what we needed for a comeback.
Wow.
There's some big boys in there too. Oh man. Guys, look what I'm crabbing with now. Y'all better be looking at this bait I'm using. You see the big black drum carcass, the head of it? Oh yeah. Some of you guys out there in YouTube land, y'all need to quit using on rotten shrimp heads, I can tell you that. Any of you guys know who might be doing that? I kind of hit them up for me and let them know that I'm saying, hey, quit using the rotten bait to try to catch the crab. Crabs like fresh, dead bait. They don't want that rotten stuff.
You sure liked what you had to offer. Looks like, anyway. Got them trapped.
Yeah, this is a nice haul.
Yeah, buddy, that's a big one there too.
It is. Beautiful crab. I can look at this guy right here and you can tell that's a big keeper. Look at him. He's over 6. Big rusty crab. That's a big one. Keeper. Keeper for sure. Hard-bodied crabs too. Or hard shell. Golly, look at that more there. That's another monster right here, guys. Look at the gauge. This crab right here, as far as point to point, he's not too much different than that big one in there. He's probably 5, 6 1/4. So he's probably a 1/2 inch difference in size. Small guy. I know that's a small one.
Keeper.
Man, that fish carcasses worked good, didn't it?
Another keeper. Yeah, it did. We got 2 meals off of them. We ate the fish and now we get to eat the crab off of them. They're adding up.
Yeah, and there's some nice ones in there too, right?
Yep, we've checked 3, got 1 more to get.
You got me breathing hard.
Woo! Oh, I see some crabbies running.
Big ones?
I can't tell about big ones yet. Too much mud.
Oh my Lord, this pot is loaded down. Get them, girl. Man, check this one out. Man, look in here, look in here, look in here. This pot's loaded down.
Look how many crabs was in that one pot. Awesome. Look at how green this fella's swimmer fin is.
This right here is enough in here for me and Steph. I'm gonna release these guys here, watch it. Just watch them, they're gonna be so happy. Come on, buddies.
Beautiful swimmers.
Yeah, they are. This is those blue crabs' lucky day, right? Out of those 4 crab pots that we pulled with you guys, we ended up cleaning a total of 22 crabs. And that don't include those ones that we released, and some of the ones that we released were keepers. And that's that big boy. Look at that claw on him. So that's a pretty pot of blue crabs right there. We're seasoning them today with this Tony Cracker original Creole seasoning. We got about 2 or 3 inches of water in the bottom of this pot, and once it gets to boiling and we see it steaming, we're just going to put the lid on it, cover it, and let it cook for about, this pot being bigger than what we normally do, we're going to go about 18 minutes. So I've just finished up picking the meat out of all the crabs that I'm going to be picking. Stephanie, she had to get all the ingredients ready while I was doing it, right, Steph?
We've got the production ready.
So I did 9 of the 22 crabs. We still have 13 left.
13.
And that's how much meat that I ended up with out of those 9 crabs.
So of course you're gonna need olive oil to put in your pan to fry them. We use Ritz crackers as the bread part in the mix. We use a couple eggs, and depending on, of course, how much you're doing, you may not use but 1 egg or 1 sleeve of the little small Ritz crackers. I'm gonna use some lemon juice, some red pepper flakes, Worcestershire sauce, Old Bay seasoning, yellow mustard, and sometimes I use ground mustard, but I don't have any ground mustard. I didn't see that in the cabinet, so I just got regular mustard. Duke's mayonnaise, or any mayonnaise of your choice. We prefer Duke's, of course. You know, Duke's fans prefer the Duke's. And salt and pepper. So you want to mix up all your other stuff and fold in your crab and your Ritz crackers at the end, because you don't want it to get too mushy, I guess. And because we are using a good bit of crab meat, I'm going to use 2 eggs.
Normally, you would just use 1?
Right, yes. Like I said, the recipe I think only calls for 8 ounces of crab meat, so we're using a good bit more than that. I'm going to whisk the eggs up good first. So I don't know any real measurements.
About that much?
Yep, that
mustard,
much.
Yellow mustard. Pepper, right?
Pepper, yep.
And we like spicy food, so you know we're gonna add the red pepper flakes.
And I'm only gonna add a few just because we have mixed some hot spicy salt with the Old Bay that we have in here, is why it's marked on there. So since it is a spicier Old Bay than normal, I'm only using a little bit of the red pepper flakes. A few sprinkles of Worcestershire sauce, maybe a couple more.
My only concern is now that we definitely don't want to end up with this being too liquidy. Would you not measuring anything?
Nah.
You think it's gonna work out?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Here, I can't open this though.
Okay, hold that for me.
I do need your assistance. Thank you.
It wasn't that bad.
Just a little sprinkle of this.
Lemon juice. Wow. That's like 4 or 5 tablespoons of mayonnaise.
That was 2 tablespoons.
No, that was like way
It's
over.
like maybe 4. Maybe 4. I'll go with 4.
Okay.
But I did glance at a couple recipes just to make sure I wasn't trying to miss any ingredients. And most of the recipes, even for a single one, called for 3 to 4 tablespoons of mayonnaise. So, we should be okay.
Now you see why I picked so many of the crabs. I knew she was going to do this.
And you just mix all that good together. Smells good.
Smells really good.
Oh, is that the dinner bell?
Sounds like it.
Alright, and we do need to crush these, so I am going to use one of my favorite little Tupperware gadgets, the Power Shelf.
And this, like she said, is made by Tupperware, and if you've never used one of these things, they are awesome.
And this is the small version. They make a big one. We're basically just turning it into like a flour or a meal type consistency. So, very
Look
fine. That's how I want it.
And let's get a close-up look at how fine it did get it. These little things work great. Wouldn't it be easier just to dump that in there before you put the next batch in?
Yeah, probably.
Just wasn't thinking about it.
Nah.
You just gonna do it your way, right?
Yeah.
We love to cut up with each other.
So, very, very fine. Flaky now.
Yes, close to being like a meal.
And I don't normally put the
Look at all that crab meat.
crackers in there without the crab meat just because I don't want it to get too soggy. I do want it to mix together kind of evenly.
And yeah, that's 9 blue crabs. So, and how long did it take me to do that stuff? Those 9? 45 minutes maybe.
Yeah, probably.
45 minutes or so.
And you don't want it to tear up the crab
man.
meat too bad, so you just want to kind of fold it in kind of easily.
And if you get to this point right here and it wasn't, you know, quite as thick as you wanted, just grab some more crackers or a little flour or something like that to help bind it a little bit more.
That's right.
Did that there look pretty good to you?
Looks great. So as that sits, and I believe actually it works better if you sit this mix in the refrigerator now for like 30 or 45 minutes, or you know, to let it get nice and chilled. I don't know if I've ever done that, but every recipe I've ever read for crab cakes, I think it does call for that. We'll put some olive oil in the pan. That pretty white meat in there, I can see that.
Yeah, and the crab, I mean, basically, you know, it's already done anyhow. So all we're doing is cooking the batter around it. And these crab cakes, they are one of my favorite ways to eat blue crab. The second way we may have to do another video showing you guys that if if you'd like for us to do that. And it's a crab dip and it is delicious. I'm telling you, you take this crab meat and do it like we're doing, and you bake it with ingredients in the oven, and it makes such an outstanding crab dip. If you want to see that, leave it in the comments, and please give us a like. You know, the likes and the comments and stuff like that, that's what keeps us coming back and making these videos and trying our best. Oh yeah. 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 Oh man, you didn't. Ooh.
And I'll put a tad more olive oil in the bottom of the pan because it does seem a little dry to me. I don't want them to get sticking. I don't want them to start sticking, I mean.
So let's put a timer on this. We'll go 1, 2, 2 on that side right here. I think it's gonna, cook pretty fast now because the olive oil, the pan, and everything's already heated. So this side's gonna cook faster than the other.
They are pretty.
They're beautiful. You want any like sauce or anything to go on yours?
Nope.
Now me, this old boy right here. Oh Lordy, where's it at? I can't live without this one right here as far as hot sauce. Texas Pete is my favorite. Let's take a look.
Nope. That one went all the way over.
Oh man, them's perfect. Perfect. Boy, them making my mouth water now. Got to have this hot
They
sauce.
smell so good.
Oh my goodness. My mouth's watering. Something don't taste right about them. I don't think you're gonna like them. I don't, for real.
You think you're going to be able to eat 7 crab cakes by yourself, really?
Not right now, but maybe later.
Over the next day or two, huh? You think you'll be able to do it over the next day or two? I know what my opinion's going to be.
What is it?
I love crab cakes, so I know what
Well, I
it's
mean,
gonna
you
be.
might have not have cooked them good. Look
Bon
at those
appetit.
flaky chunks of meat in that. Wow.
Bon appetit.
This is the real deal crab cake, yeah. This ain't something you buy and it's all breaded down to the point that you can't even taste the meat.
That's good.
It is. They are delicious.
They are.
So we put a lot of time and effort into, putting these crab pots out, going back out there, pulling them. Plus, with this COVID stuff, it did, make it a little difficult, but it kind of give us something to do. It kept us pushing forward. I believe a body in motion tends to stay in motion, right?
Yeah.
So you keep yourself moving forward and try to get your energy and your blood flowing so that you can start the healing process. And that was part of the reason why we were doing it also. And we just wanted to bring you guys along on another video and tell you how much we appreciate you guys. Really appreciate you for coming along with us on our videos and the love that we've received from people out here in YouTube world stuff. It's been pretty awesome.
That's right.
And now over 20-something thousand subscribers, or 20,600 and something at this time, and it's been a struggle. Me and Steph, we did it, pushed through it on our own. What I mean by that is, a lot of times YouTubers, they will collaborate with other bigger YouTubers and stuff, and sometimes that gives them a jump ahead. And it works out great for them. But that wasn't our journey. I mean, we've made mistakes with you guys, and we've just, you know, showed you who we are, and I think some of you have really got to know us, and the ones of you that haven't got to know us, you just keep watching, because we don't give up. One quick question before we do go is, how much would crab cakes like this be worth in the area where you live?